On today's episode of the Box2Box podcast, the boys look at the Champions League, past and present. We go through the best ever 11. We also go through this year's Champions League groups and give our predictions on where we think the teams will finish in them. Also, Rez goes on a mad one thinking that Dani Alves isn't the best right back in the world. So on to the podcast we go. Hello, and welcome to episode 5 of the Box2Box podcast, which is actually a special episode. Today's episode will all be based around Champions League, so this year's group stages, and then we've also got some fun and games around a best 11, best goal, best comeback, and best moment for all three of us. Once again, I'm joined by Gase. How's it going, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. I mean, we're filming this on a Friday, so looking forward to the weekend.
Good. And Reza, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Just a bit gutted. Obviously, there's no football this weekend. Well, I say no football. Obviously, England did well last night, but
you were right. You were right the first time, mate. There was no football this weekend. So, with that being said, we'll move on to the group stages. We'll put a picture of the group stages on the podcast so that you can see what the group stages are if you don't know what they are already. Myself, Gase, and Rez have all picked who we think is going to end where in every single group. So if I go, I'll give Gase the first group, which is Group A. What did you pick, mate?
Yeah, so I actually think City are going to win this group. I know PSG obviously are in there with Messi.
Oh, wow.
Nah, mate.
He's dogging out Messi.
No, I'm not knocking them out. Obviously, they're going to finish second, but I don't think they're going to be as good as everyone's thinking they are. I've gone City, PSG, RB Leipzig, and then Club Brugge for 4.
So I've almost pretty much got the same, but PSG and Man City have got the other way around. I can't see him not winning that group.
Same. I mean, if they don't win the group, then Pochettino's going to get sacked, right? I mean, surely.
If they don't win the group, concede more than one goal, don't score 87 in the first 3 games, he's got to be sacked, really.
I think City's biggest problem is going to be
guarantee, like PSG winning the Champions League. Then
no, I don't think it's necessarily guaranteed. You can never guarantee this.
They're going to lose 1-0 to Ollie in the final.
there was close as close as we've probably ever seen to the perfect team. They are literally like a fucking Harlem Globetrotters.
It reminds me of the Galacticos.
Of club football. It is. It's very similar to that. I mean, you think though at that time though, they weren't the only ones. Barca were incredibly strong around that era as well. You think Ronaldinho, Eto'o, and that were at Barca. So, I mean, you compare them. I think City's biggest problem is going to be their striker, a lack thereof. For me, same as you, Tan. PSG, City, Leipzig, Bruges.
Yeah, so we've got a Group A then. So we move on to Group B. Reza, I'll let you go first, pal. What you see in this group as?
Yeah, so I've gone Liverpool, Atleti, Porto, then Milan.
Same as me.
I think the bottom two obviously difficult, but I do think Porto, recent history at least, recent history, Milan are a massive team. But recent history, I think Porto just a bit stronger, so that's what I've gone for. Yeah,
same as myself. Gase, what'd you go for, pal?
Again, swap the first 2 around.
Oh, he's Atletico.
I just think they've got Griezmann back, right? Griezmann is class. Suarez is going to dominate Liverpool's defence. No. Atleti first, Liverpool second. I've got Milan, then Porto, but I think the bottom 2 is going to be a toss-up. But
I think the bottom 2, anything could happen, really. It just depends on who turns up for
I think
that
Milan could knock Liverpool out, to be fair, but we'll see.
All right, we'll strongly move on to Group C then. Gase, you can go first, pal. What are you thinking, Group C?
Again,
I think... Tan.
Yeah, I'll go first then.
You go for it.
You go for it.
Alright, son, I've put Ajax to win this group, actually.
What?
I think Ajax are going to win it. Dortmund second, Sporting third, and Besiktas fourth. That's why I don't go first, isn't it, really?
Yeah, you're not going first anymore. I've similar, but I've gone Dortmund first, Ajax in second, Sporting, and then Besiktas.
Yeah.
I think, to be fair, depending on how Sporting come out, I think they could push Ajax down, but we'll see.
Fair enough. Reza?
Well, I've gone Dortmund, Ajax, and then Besiktas.
I was waiting for him to go. So I've got Besiktas winning the group. I don't know. With Ajax in the Champions League, I just think They could top that group. It's not a difficult group to top.
No, I get what you're saying, and ultimately, it's obviously they play the total football. Not so much now, actually. They have kind of moved away from that a little bit, but they are still, total football. They control the game, right?
Yeah.
They control the game well, but I do think that Dortmund, obviously, with Haaland up top, and the likes of Royce are still there, and then you've got Bellingham's coming through, and he's doing well. So I do think that, Dortmund have the edge.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So we'll move on from that group, go to Group D. Gase, all yours, pal.
Yeah, so, I mean, I was going to say it was a difficult one, but I don't think it is. I think Madrid, the thing is, I was going to say I base it off Mbappe if the La Liga window's still open, but I don't think so. I think Madrid are going to win the group anyway. I just think Inter could be in a shambles because they've sold a few of their players, but we'll see. But I've gone Madrid, Inter, Shakhtar Donetsk, and then Tiras.
Yeah, same for me there. Reza, what you got?
So I've gone Real, Inter, Shakhtar, Sheriff. I don't even know who Sheriff are.
No.
The first time they've ever been in it this year.
Yeah, I didn't recognise the name or the badge. Inter without Lukaku, they're not really building defences.
Shakhtar Donetsk could be in with a shout to pick Inter for that.
Hey, listen, Fred came from there.
Oh, don't, Jesus Christ. They can have
So
him
we've
back if they
stolen
want.
their best player, therefore they're not making it.
Said all the memes of Ronaldo like walking off, getting really frustrated after the Portugal game when they called it early a couple of months ago. It's like 5 minutes into training with Fred. Ronaldo, I'm done. I'm done. I'm out of
5
it.
minutes playing with that team at the moment, but we won't get into that.
Yeah, it's not. We're having fun. It's trying to have some fun.
Let's have some fun.
Right, Reza, Group E, mate. I'll let you go.
Yeah, so I've gone Bayern top. I can't see anything other than Bayern top in this group.
Yeah.
Barca are just not as strong as obviously they were.
Oh, you're talking about Nodri, do you on up top, banging in goals for fun?
Barca second, and I got Benfica, and then Kiev.
Same order of myself. Once again, though, I genuinely believe Benfica could do it. I think Barca could slip out of it.
I understand Barca's whole mentality in this window. They lose Messi, they get rid of Griezmann. I think I don't understand it, but
getting rid of Griezmann, surely that would have freed up it would have freed up a hell of a lot of money.
Well,
They'd have done it earlier.
Were they in that much of a shit streak?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, they were in a shambles.
I mean, they are. They're something like €1 billion in debt, which is mental when you think about it. It's absolutely mental.
No, it's crazy. If you see the players' wages, though, you can see why.
Yeah. Listen, they've been poorly
ridiculous,
mismanaged for the past probably 7-8 years.
Yeah,
I think you've seen that they bring players in for ridiculous sums of money. I mean, it's not just this recent history thing either. You think back to the signing of Ibrahimovic. They signed Ibrahimovic for something in the region of 50-60 million plus Etu. And they had him for a season.
Yeah, I know, and then they got rid of him.
Yeah.
Didn't fit Pep's way.
And it's Barca all over. Obviously, they got incredibly lucky with that. Their golden generation was just something else.
Yeah.
But now they're just a really badly run club.
Yeah. It's mental because I think me and Tam were talking about the other week about Griezmann's on was on 600k a week. Coutinho is on 400k a week. Yeah, they are just poorly managed.
I do love the fact that Titi gets booed no matter what he does. He walked from the changing room to the dugout and got booed.
That's so unfair because he wasn't the only one who refused to take a pay cut. So unfair, but that's again
shithouse really its finest.
Yeah, it's just the way they are, and obviously you see PK getting all emotional on screen. Obviously he's taken a pay cut, and respect to him, he's done it. He loves the club.
Jordi Alba and Busquets did it as well, didn't they?
Did they?
All three of them took a pay cut.
I thought Jordi Alba wasn't going to. Maybe I'm wrong. But,
I thought I read all three of them did.
Maybe, but there are other players who haven't.
Yeah.
And he's the one who's bearing the brunt of it. He's not even on that much. It's like it wouldn't have made the difference. It wouldn't have made a difference at all.
Isn't he on 200 and something though?
It's not enough.
Not enough, really.
Yeah. No, not enough as in not enough to make up for the shortfall with Messi.
Jesus Christ. City's worth more, 400k a week to get him in. Right, so we've done that group. We'll go to Group F. I'll start us off. United, Atlanta, Villarreal, Young Boys. That's the way I see it.
I mean, I am hoping that we come out and absolutely annihilate Villarreal, but we'll see. But yeah, I've got exactly the same as you. Atalanta second, Villa, Young Boys.
Yeah, Sam. Reza, what you got?
I've United top. I can't. If we don't top this group, then well, Ollie out. Villarreal second.
First game, Ollie out.
Atalanta third. Young Boys fourth.
You think Villarreal are going to beat Atlanta?
Yeah, just look. They are. We saw it in the Europa League final. We saw it against Arsenal as well. They're an incredibly efficient team, very well organised. They're going to be hard to beat, and I think that in the Champions League that counts for a lot. So I'll put them ahead of Atlanta.
See what you mean, Sam? No worries then. So we'll do the last two then. Gase, Group G, mate. I'll let you go. G for Gase.
Yeah, I've gone Lille as number one, Sevilla second, Wolfsburg third, Salzburg fourth. So Lille being League and champions above PSG. Don't talk to me. I don't know how that's happened.
And Poch is still in the job. Baffles you. Jesus Christ. I've gone almost the same. I've swapped Seville and Lille round.
Okay.
I think Seville are going to top the group. They seem to just they're Champions League all the time. So I think is it Lille's like first time in how many years is it? Can't remember how many years it is.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting one to see who wins that group. Yeah.
Have they lost any of their players? I actually genuinely don't know from the transfer window.
They kept hold of Koundé, didn't they?
Yeah, Seville kept hold of Koundé, yeah. I was wondering if Lille had lost anyone, because I know Renato Sanchez was linked away.
No, I
just wondered if they'd lost or if they kept all their players.
Was linked away as well, but I think they kept him, so I think
could be an interesting little group, to be fair. Wolfsburg ain't no mug either, and that Salzburg are actually quite good as well, so could be a nice little group.
Indeed.
Reza, what you got for this group?
So I've gone Lille, Sevilla, Salzburg, Wolfsburg.
Literally as it was drawn.
Take the Bergs.
He's just copied and pasted the group, isn't he? He's just gone, can't be asked for this group, can't be bothered anymore.
I didn't actually know how to spell any of them. No. On a serious note, look, I think Lille was a good season, great season last year. I think give them some credit. I know what you're saying, Tan, with Sevilla. They've obviously got the Champions League nous.
Yeah, that's a better word.
In terms of the other two, I mean, Wolfsburg aren't the team they were, probably 10 years ago plus.
Yeah. Nicholas Bentner up top.
Yeah. I just think with those two, again, you could switch them around. That group's actually probably the most difficult group to gauge, to judge.
Yeah.
And it'll be a really interesting group.
No, yeah, it'll be quite good. So we now move on to the final group, Group H. Reza, I'll let you go first, mate.
Yeah, so I've gone Chelsea to finish top. I can't see Juve threatening them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Then Juve second, Zenit third, Malmo fourth.
Fair enough. Gase, any different?
Same. No, exactly.
I think we're all the same then. It was literally the same as it was drawn once again.
Chelsea just look too strong, and Juve obviously have lost their beast, and Juve just look off the pace, or did last season.
What was it that Chiellini said to their manager? We don't look like a team or something like that.
Don't look like a team, and then they lost to the brand new, the team that have just been
promoted
up. So yeah. They look all over the place.
They've got a lot of aging players, aren't they?
They have. I think obviously they rolled the dice, right? Particularly with Ronaldo, 105 million euros was it?
Yeah, something like that.
They rolled the dice to try and get a Champions League, which didn't work out for them. And I think they've got a lot of aging players. They were doing what PSG have just done this summer, which is sign a lot of out of contract players.
Yeah.
And they say it just really did not work out.
They tend to do that quite a lot, though, don't they?
Yeah, I mean they've still got a good team. Don't get me wrong; they're still a decent side. Well,
yeah.
But I just think it's just, and then bringing like Allegri back,
It's Chelsea's group to lose, I think. They have to be finishing top 100%. There. If they're not, then there's something a bit wrong.
Yeah, Chelsea are by far the strongest team in that group, by a long way as well.
Yeah.
So, is that all of our groups done then, is it?
That is indeed, mate.
Beautiful. So we'll now go on to the headache part of the section.
Oh, I
think Gase has been having sleepless nights. Woke up in cold sweats, maximum number of probably about 50 times in the last 3 days. It's Champions League best 11. We've gone just sort of... It's a best 11 from 92-93 when the Champions League was first put in place. I know it was obviously the European Cup beforehand, but when it had its makeover, I was thinking, guys, if we do it goalkeeper first, then defenders, midfielders, and then strikers.
Yeah.
We just all say our player that we think's the best ever.
Why
in that
don't
position.
We mix it up a bit?
Go on.
Go the other way.
Good. Everyone cares about the strike force.
Right?
Who the fuck gives a fuck about the keepers? No one.
To be fair, I thought the front three was the easiest, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I did as well, to be fair.
Have you boys both gone 4-3-3?
Yes.
Okay.
He's like, oh shit, quick, scribble that out.
No, I'll do what I want.
He's picked 1-1-8.
4-2-3-1. I've gone 4-2-3-1.
He loves a 4-2-3-1, doesn't he?
He
He loves a... Imagine him on Football Manager.
So yeah, go on then. So let's start with the attackers then. Why not?
Oh, Jesus, all right then.
Do you start us off, Dan? Go on, mate.
All right, my front three from right to left: Messi,
yeah,
Cristiano,
yeah,
Ronaldinho. I don't think you're gonna get a better front three in Champions League history than them three. I mean, if you want to prove me wrong, feel free in the comments or you two say it to me. But I don't think you can get better than that.
No, I've done the same. It was hard, obviously, because I know a lot of people online, or when you hear speculation, put Neymar there. I don't agree with that.
No, Neymar.
No, hang on. Who's saying that? Then one of those three.
A lot of people say Neymar's one of the best players ever, but I think Ronaldinho is the best.
One of them's got to be locked up if they're saying that.
What are you going to say, Rez?
Tan, remind me, what did you say again? Cristiano, Messi, Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
That was your...
That's my front three.
The problem is, right, so when you think of the players that you've missed out there, you've got, obviously, Ronaldo, R9 Ronaldo.
I said this, but R9, I believe, only won one.
The big one, and I don't know if you boys might not agree with me, Henry.
Yeah.
Henry, Van Nistelrooy as well. Van Nistelrooy was unbelievable in the Champions League. His goal scoring record was ridiculous. Absolutely insane.
Above CR7, though, that's the thing, right?
No, listen, for what it's worth,
awesome.
None of those players I've just mentioned are in this my team either.
Oh, okay.
There's loads of...
I
mean, Raul as well. You could give Raul an honorary mention, I think. And probably Shevchenko. Shevchenko in the Champions League was unbelievable. AC Milan day, not Chelsea day. AC Milan, Shevchenko. Drogba as well, yeah. I just think Messi, probably best right wing ever, let alone in the era. Argument for Cristiano Ronaldo, probably best striker ever. Maybe put him in there.
Best player ever, yeah.
Best player ever. And then Ronaldinho, genuinely just for... If I think Champions League, I always go back to his goal against Chelsea when he did the fake shot right, fake shot left, and then just toe poked it in the corner. And some of the stuff that he was doing round sort of 04, 05, 06 is probably some of the reason why we have players like Messi playing the way they do.
Yeah, I mean, he was unbelievable.
He was unbelievable.
The goal he scored where he knocked John Terry on his arse.
Yeah.
And finished. And you're like, that's John Terry.
Yeah, that's no mug, is it?
It's nothing.
Unbelievable.
No, yeah, just the way he plays football as well. Just like he couldn't not be in my team. Let's put it that way.
It's the smile as well.
Yeah,
right. The smile on his face.
Oh, he enjoyed playing football.
Could see that. Yeah, exactly that. It's just a shame that his career was relatively so short.
You should see him at the moment, mate, playing for the Paraguay prison, mate. Fucking loving life. 11 goals a game, mate. Easy.
Oh, good.
So what's your front three?
Well, I've got a 4, haven't I? I've
got
a front 1. So I've got a striker. Do you want me to just do striker, or do you want me to do a strikers and then...
You might as well do strikers and then the 3 behind as well, because it's pretty much the same, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've gone Ronaldo up top.
R9 or Cristiano?
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
No, I toyed with R9. I did, but his highlight in the Champions League is probably that hat trick against us, against
Yeah.
United. Other than that, obviously the injuries just ruined his career.
Yeah.
Stays injury free.
Injury free is probably the best player ever.
I don't recall him winning a Champions League.
Did he do it with Real Madrid?
He may have done.
Unless I'm wrong. Can anyone search it quickly? Just to make sure that I'm not chatting out my arsehole.
But anyway, so I've gone Cristiano Ronaldo up top.
Yeah.
And then I've got a 3 of Messi, Ronaldinho, and Zidane.
Fair enough. That's a very good front three.
Yeah. Now the absolute headache, right? And this is a bad headache. The thing is, I'm upset, right? Because I have left out Zidane, and I don't know how I've left out Zidane. And I can't, honestly, I can't forgive myself, to be honest. But I was saying, you can't have Xavi without Iniesta, right? They're the best duo midfielders, I think, of all time.
No, of course you can.
You can leave one out.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
You can't. No. One wouldn't have been as good without the other. Them two together. I mean, if I was, and then I've got obviously Scholes, because I think Scholes is one of the best midfielders ever to live. But yeah, I did toy with the thought of getting rid of Xavi, putting Zidane in there. But for now, I've got Scholes, Xavi, and Iniesta, with a lot of honourable men.
I mean, I did the same thing.
What was your front three though?
Messi, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho.
Oh, exactly the same.
Yeah, the same as me.
I missed that bit. Okay.
R9 never won the Champions League. What?
No, I didn't think he did.
Yeah.
Because you think the Galacticos, as good as they were on paper, they didn't do a lot at all. They did not achieve much.
They lost to Juve in the semis that year when the Galacticos were unbelievable. When he scored that hat trick against us, they lost to Juventus.
But that Juve team was pretty unbelievable.
Yeah,
as well.
it was. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I had the same midfield as Gase. I think Scholes is the best centre midfielder probably ever walked the earth. Definitely the best English centre midfielder to walk the earth. And then Xavi and Iniesta, for me, they're the reason why we don't have fucking 6 Champions Leagues for Man United, really. Or for at least 5. That Barcelona team, them and Messi were just, wow.
Yeah, that whole team was out this rub, but yeah. The fact that I've left out Zidane, Seedorf, Gerrard, Roy Keane, Pirlo. Yeah, go on, Rez. What you got?
Do you know what? I'm going to change it. So I spoke to Shane earlier, and I sent him a team. And he
Basuma
was
and...
Yeah, but... yeah. No. And it's like, you can't leave Scholes out. I was like, you're right. I can't. But I wanted to. Not that I wanted to, but it's really...
It's so hard.
More and more every week.
I found this incredible. Now, obviously, I'm going to change it, and you'll hear me typing now because I'm about to change it. And there we go. Changed it. So I've gone for a team that I think would function well.
Jemba.
And I think with the front line that we've got, all of us, you need a balance. So I've gone Scholes and Busquets.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
can see why you put Busquets in there. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah,
that man is not given enough credit for what he does.
He's not at all. He's not. I mean, you think he was literally part of the backbone, the spine of that Barca team.
Yeah.
He allows he's a facilitator, right? He allows those around him to go and do what they need to do, and so I think that he gives my team the balance that it needs. So I've gone, Scholes and Busquets.
I mean,
I did have Xavi in instead of Busquets, but then it was just Scholes and Xavi are very similar.
Yeah.
Particularly toward the end of their careers, you look at the way they play, they're very, very similar. So my heart ruled my head. I went Scholes, and Busquets just balances things.
What I love about Busquets is he just seems to have so long on the ball. Even when he's getting pressed, it just seems like it doesn't matter.
That, and he's
I've got hours on the ball.
he fills in at the back. If they ever need someone, if PK or Untiti ever go on a mad one, or back in the day,
Untiti ain't playing, mate.
Boyo wouldn't go on a mad one, but you know what I mean. He'd always fit in, and he's unbelievable, CDM wise.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, so that does our midfields. Right. Gase, do you want to go for your back line?
Yeah, right. So my right back is it's Philip Alves, right? Now, if you didn't know who that is, it's Lam and Danny Alves in one. But I got told I couldn't have this, so Danny Alves is my right back.
Yeah.
Lam.
Danny Alves.
Danny Alves, mate. Yeah.
Mate, your team's going to concede so many goals.
Outscore everyone, mate. 11-10 wins every week.
Mate, we just discussed this. The Galactico project did not work. It didn't work.
They were all aging. Let's try it again.
No, but like, obviously I've got Messi on the right side. Danny Alves and Messi, unbelievable. And then I've gone Ramos, Maldini, and Roberto Carlos.
Oh, jeez, mate, you've got the same teams, bruv.
I mean, it was
got the same back four, mate.
It was so hard for me not to pick Lam.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. I think Danny Alves has got to be one of the best right backs in Champions League history. I was going to, but I just think Roberto... I was thinking about it on the way home, driving home from work. I was like, how the hell can I leave Roberto Carlos out of this team?
Next time me and you aren't talking about teams because you just copied me playing the simple straight up. Jesus.
I'll wait to see your goalkeeper, mate, to be fair. But go on, Reza.
Well, it's different.
Yeah.
I've gone Carlos left back. There was no one else. And then I've gone for Ramos and PK.
PK?
PK over Boyo.
Yeah, so...
Over Maldini, Nesta, John Terry,
Ferdinand. But right, so you've picked like a dream team, right? I've picked a team that I think can function together as a team.
Right.
And I think Ramos and PK, when you think, obviously PK was part of, again, that Barcelona team, and then Ramos has been a massive part of that Real Madrid team. So, and they've also played together for Spain.
Yeah.
So I think that as a centre-back pairing, obviously, you've got the like Ferdinand, Vidic, Terry, Carvalho. These unbelievable defenders. Right? And obviously Nesta, I had Nesta.
Right.
And obviously, Maldini would have been great, but you have to look at what they've achieved as well. And we've picked a Champions League all-time 11, and what PK and Ramos have achieved for their respective clubs is massive.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And who's your right back?
Yeah. Well, my right back, you say Danny Alves best ever right back. Bullshit.
Gary Neville. Love it.
Yeah. Cafu, mate. Yeah, 100%. Cafu. How could you leave Cafu out of this team?
Danny Alves, most winning right backs. One of the most trophies.
No. Mate, no.
One of the most Champions Leagues.
Right, again, we'll get the viewers to decide, shall we? Because your teams are so unbalded.
That's why I've got Maldini in the back, mate. Maldini in the back. That's all I need, mate. That's all I need. Don't need anyone else. Cheat code. Maldini and Ramos. Everyone else going forward. That's it. Okay. And who I've got in the sticks, mate. You're saving me every time, so I'm fine. You need 3 defenders, really.
Go on then. Who's in the sticks?
Big Edwin van der Sar.
Wow, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I've gone.
Okay.
I've got Iker Casillas. I was thinking Toy when I thought of Neuer, but I just think Casillas best goalkeeper of all time. Go on, Rez. He's gonna pop out with Dida or someone, isn't he?
Mate, I have
Julio César.
No, don't laugh at me, mate. Like, at least I know what I'm talking about. I've gone Buffon.
To be fair, yeah.
Not better than
Yeah, exactly, to be fair. Mate,
didn't win a Champions League, though.
R9 didn't win a Champions League either.
That's why he's not on my team.
Zidane got 1?
Yeah, 1.
Yeah, so...
He did win. He scored that unbelievable goal in the final. Ball come out of the fucking stands, he's left foot at the top corner.
Yeah.
We'll get into goals in a minute anyway, so...
You spoiler. No, you can't pick that.
To be fair, I haven't picked that as my best ever goal, so you got it.
You haven't?
Okay. No, I haven't done that. So, maybe
I haven't.
So that does it for the Champions League 11, or best ever 11, whatever you want to call it. If you guys want to put it in the comments box below, just let us know what your best ever 11 is. We can have a little look at them, have a little laugh. If you want to put in some, I don't know, Liverpool players or something.
A laugh at people. Just people. We're not doing this to try and laugh at you and mock you.
Because I wouldn't be mad if someone. If
You sure about that?
If someone genuinely put like a Gerrard in there, right? You couldn't be mad because Gerrard was unbelievable.
Someone puts Carragher in there,
and
though.
Again, Gerrard was a difficult one to leave out as well.
Xabi Alonso, Seedorf.
Mate. There's so many.
Midfield was the hardest.
Like David Villa. People. It was just.
Eto, Raul, it's mad.
Yeah, midfield was the most difficult for me, because you think you've also had players like Pavel Nedved, Edgar Davids, Clement Seedorf. Mate, honestly, the list goes
Pirlo.
on, and I think it's been I didn't pick him because I think that again he's one of those who. Do you know it's similar to Scholes though?
Yeah,
he wasn't truly appreciated until toward the end of his career.
Yeah.
So I think it's only literally as he was coming toward the end, everyone was suddenly like, "Hang on a second, Pirlo's actually really good." But there's a lot of players that you could have put in this. It was really difficult.
You think like the defence as well. We've left out Rio Vida, the best pairing of all time. Obviously, you had John Terry. Carvalho, that pairing was unbelievable. Thiago Silva's one of the best centre backs ever to live. It's just, there's so many players to pick from.
Yeah, be interesting to see what other people come up with.
Yeah, it will be. And we've done a good job, though, for what it's worth. I do think we've all done a good job. It'd be good to see them all on paper.
Yeah, of course, what we're going to try and do is try and put it up in the video as we're talking about it, just all the three teams.
Perfect.
All right, so we'll move on to best goal then. I mean, I think we've all picked 5, right? That we think could be there, and then we've picked our favourite of the 5, right?
I've got 5. I mean, I've actually got 6, right? But,
here we go.
Well, no, one's the same player.
6 turns into 10, 10 turns into 15.
Yeah, I mean, there's about 30 goals I watched, and I was like, every single one of them could be up there. But, no, go on, you start us off, mate. Go on.
Or as my 5.
Yeah, you go for your 5.
Bale versus Liverpool. Final.
Yeah.
Zidane versus Leverkusen has to be there.
2002, unbelievable.
Cristiano Ronaldo versus Porto.
I've got that. That's one of the two that I don't know which.
Ronaldo versus Juve over a kick.
Yeah.
And Mandzukic in the final against Real.
That was.
Ball comes over.
Was that the goal where the ball didn't touch the ground?
Yeah.
Right? Like went from right to left and.
Yeah.
And he volleyed
his head,
and
he turned round. I think he chested it and then volleyed it into over Kilo Navas.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one out of all of it, though, Cristiano
Really?
against Porto. The audacity to shoot from 40 odd yards out and hit in the top left corner.
Yeah,
in a Champions League when your team needs to score and every single person on the team screaming, "No, don't shoot!" and he bangs it into the top corner.
It's difficult because that game and then obviously like Bale's was in the Champions League final and it's just But anyway,
I mean, to be fair, if I take my heart out of it, it's probably Zizou. But with my heart in it, it's one.
That is fine.
Guys,
you go for Rez.
Go Rez, go on, mate.
So the 5 that I've got in no particular order, I've got Philip Mexes.
Yeah, I've got that as well.
Milan versus Anderlecht.
Who was he playing for? Was it Roma or was it AC Milan? Milan. Okay.
Yeah, just the chest and the overhead into the far corner. Just really good goal. Messi versus Liverpool, Barcelona free kick. 2019.
Do you know what? I've left one out as well. Now you said that.
I've got one against us.
Was Messi's goal with Busquets in the Champions League? You know when Busquets touched it and he went round like 7 players and put it in, or was that La Liga? Can't remember. So I had to give that an unbelievable mention. But go carry on, Reza. Sorry, mate.
That's all right, mate.
Messi put me in awe.
Zidane, Leverkusen.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Then Cristiano Ronaldo versus Juve.
Yeah.
For Madrid, the overhead kick.
Yeah.
And then the other overhead kick for Madrid, Bale versus Liverpool. And I think of the two, to be fair, Bale's was better.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable, Bale's goal.
No, it was. Especially against the Scousers.
But for me, the one was Zidane versus Leverkusen. I remember watching that final on TV, and I was just, that goal was just, remember my jaw just dropped, and I was just like, how? That's just, the technique is just insane.
Yeah.
On his weak foot as well. The way because obviously the ball's slightly behind him as well as it comes in. It's just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, no, it was a brilliant goal. So you've gone for that one then, Gase? Go on, mate.
The only one I've got different is Robin against us. The clip to the edge of the box, first time volley.
It's a difficult watch, that is.
Bang
That finish was unreal.
Off the post and in, it was like watching fucking Scholes Beckham prime. But that was one that I put in my top 5. Yeah, the thing is, it's hard because I put Zidane as like the best goal.
Yeah.
But I think Bale's overhead kick, considering like the impact and the situation, fine, done that.
Yeah.
I think Bale's the best.
Fair enough. I think it's a good selection. If anyone listening wants to let us know what their best goal is, please do. So always open for a nice little debate, and who doesn't love an unbelievable finish?
Yeah,
I can't believe you went full army though.
Who?
Full army?
Tan.
Why, mate?
You've gone full army.
You don't love
Ronaldo's goal against Porto.
You don't love that goal. You don't think that goal is unbelievable. The
It's
fact
unbelievable,
that
but
someone is 40 yards out in a Champions League semi-final, I believe it was at the time, or quarter-final.
Aaron Ramsey's goal was unbelievable, right?
You're letting your emotions. And I guess actually it's a very emotional thing, to be fair.
Champions League.
Obviously, I picked the Zidane, but I mean the goal meant a lot to United. Obviously, it was 0-0. The game was awful.
We needed to score as well.
Turgid game, and he comes up with that. I get it, but I can't see how you can pick. I don't even think Army would pick that as the best goal in the Champions League.
I can't.
He probably would.
You would, mate. There's no way, mate. His top 5 were all Ronaldo for United. Every single one of them. I guarantee it as well.
Yeah,
I guarantee it as well. I genuinely, I bet right now, everything I own.
Oh god,
it'd be like some scrappy goal where like the ball like pings off the defenders and everything. Yeah, best goal of all time.
Hits Ronaldo's knee and goes in. Yeah, that's definitely best goal. It's definitely.
No, it was. I don't know if you boys watched, but it was really difficult because like I don't know if you saw Zlatan's goal where he rifled it from like 35 yards, similar to Ronaldo.
Is that for PSG?
Yeah, PSG. Aaron Ramsey's left foot half volley was ridiculous as well. There's so many unreal goals. Ronaldinho, the 3 fake shots to the curler into Chelsea.
Yeah.
Messi. Oh, it's just
Any of Messi's goals.
Messi's free kick and then there was the one where he like dribbled around 4 Real Madrid players and just passed it across the keeper.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. With Busquets. Yeah, Busquets he's got his they did a heat map of all Busquets' assists, and there's one where he paid a yard pass, and everyone's like, "How's he made a yard pass and gone to the left of him?" And they realised it was Messi's goal. He literally just touched the ball, and Messi took it off him. Went round 4 players and put it in the bottom corner. Madness, absolute madness. All right, so as we've done our goals, we'll move on to the best moment. I picked 3 best moments. So they 1 United, and then 2 that weren't United, that just made me feel like I'm unbelievable to watch this. Like, I can't believe I'm watching this.
Yeah, I only did 1. It's the right one.
Yeah, I only did 1 as well.
Oh, fair enough.
But if we're going to do that, I will jump in and mention Ronaldo's hat-trick against us. Yeah. Now, I know that it was against us, and I know, but having watched that guy in late 90s, early 2000s, and have basically, you could see how good he could have been, and we saw glimpses of just how good he was.
Yeah.
That hat-trick was something else because he was really overweight at that point. He was not in good shape, and yet you could see that technically he is unbelievable. And I just remember watching that game, and I think even the United fans clapped.
They clapped him. Yeah, they gave him a standing ovation.
Yeah, he was just, it was something else. And I think that although it was against United, that was just something special. But that's not my moment.
In all honesty, that's one of the 2 that I had that weren't United based. So that's the first one, and then the second. Well, it is, but against us, not for us.
He is a shame, though, isn't he? Right? On it, I still believe he's best player of all time if he stays fit fully. He's mate, don't
Yeah.
guy.
I had that one, and I also had Dino against Chelsea. That game when he did score that unbelievable one where he fake shot, and toe poked it. I thought that game he was unbelievable. If you watch the whole game back, he just controlling the game. It was just beautiful to watch. So, go on, guys. Best moment, guys?
Rez. Go on.
Oh, what a night.
Late in May in 1999.
That's the only one, mate. I'm sorry. I know obviously we're going to be biased because United.
Yeah,
but...
that's it. I mean, obviously you asked a Liverpool fan and their moment's different.
Every fan is.
Fan, their moment. So it's different, right? So, but for us, I thought you guys would go for the same.
Yeah.
I mean, for what it's worth, obviously the victory against Chelsea was also massive. Yeah. But that one, the manner in which we won the game was just...
Solskjaer has won it. Oh, mate, unbelievable. Chills every time I think about it.
It'd be interesting to get anyone who's watching that's not a supporter of a Champions League club, to see what their best moment is. Because everyone loves the Champions League, don't they? So it'd be nice to see what their best moment is. You might get something that's a little bit different or...
100%, yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be nice if anyone who does one in the comments box wants to let us know. Please
get in touch.
Do it.
So that does our best moment. We can put that one out the way. I mean, best comeback, you know what it's going to be already.
Man United, Juve.
I mean, how many have you guys got? I've got 3. I reckon.
Well, I've got
best comeback.
2 because it's hard.
Well, I only went for 1 because we were told to just do 1.
You haven't got any. You haven't got any honourable mentions.
No, I just went for 1, mate. I've mentioned an honourable. There's an honourable mention in there, right? United against Juve, but I hated doing this, but I have to.
That's why I've got 2. Purely on what you're going to say right now. Go on.
Oh, he's going to say it, and I know he is.
Liverpool.
Yeah, it is Milan final.
It is. Gerrard was unbelievable that game for what it's worth, and that is the comeback. I mean,
Milan Barros.
That absolutely insane. I mean, I don't know what AC Milan were doing, but absolutely insane comeback. And as much as it pains me to do it, you have to give them credit for it. And say Gerrard in particular was just something else.
Yeah. That was the first one that's the first one that came to mind, right? And it's in a final. It's against Milan, who at the time were out in this world.
That Milan team as well.
That's what I mean. So that team was out in this world. I again, like Rez, I hated it. But but the other one for me was the Barca PSG.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say as well. That's my second one.
PSG being 4-1 up, Barca then winning the second leg 5-1.
Scoring in like the 96th minute or whatever it was as well.
Insanity, winning 6-5 on aggregate against PSG. But yeah, you can't take it away from Liverpool.
No, especially if you look at Liverpool's team as well. Really, shouldn't even been there.
Barros up top, mate.
Oh yeah, Schmeitzer on the wing on it.
Jersey dude.
I mean, but Liverpool, you got to think as well. I mean, if you want an honourable mention, Barcelona.
What,
Liverpool, Barca, yeah. Liverpool again. It was another unbelievable comeback. Again, I mean, it's one of those where you're like, what are the other team doing? It shouldn't really happen, but it does happen. But yeah, for me, the ultimate comeback is the Champions League final.
Yeah.
What have you boys gone for then? Number 1?
The final.
Liverpool.
It's the Liverpool final.
Yeah.
You've gone for that as well, guys.
Yeah.
As much as it pains me to admit, yeah, it does. Yeah, I have, yeah. But I wanted to give Barcelona a mention for that PSG one, because that was the scenes of that. Jesus Christ, Neymar smashing a free kick with I think it was 10 minutes to go. Ice in the veins.
That was his final season for them, wasn't it? He went to PSG.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he signed from
that summer.
He felt that bad for him. He's like, fuck.
Yeah.
What have I just done to him? Let's go and help him.
What? No, I mean, I get it, but you can't mention that one without, I think, then Liverpool against Barca, because that was, again, I was laughing right before that game. I was just like, you know what, this is hilarious. I'm loving the fact that Liverpool 3-0 down. And
full time phones off, no looking at Twitter, no looking at Facebook, nothing.
I was angry. I was so upset. Yeah. It is what it is. And Liverpool fans, don't give us stick. We've just said yours is the comeback, the ultimate comeback of all time in the Champions League. So,
given the Liverpool Barca game, if Cristiano Ronaldo is in that situation, is he going out? No? Yeah?
What do you mean?
So if Cristiano Ronaldo's team were 3-0 up against Liverpool, it put him in that Barca team.
Slight on Messi, is it?
I'm just asking. If Cristiano Ronaldo is 3-0 up in the first leg against Liverpool, or in the Champions League semi-final.
Well, next Ronaldo's going to drop back and start defending. It was the Barca defence just went to absolute shambles. That whole team fell apart.
I know what you're saying, Tan. I know exactly what you're saying. I don't know. I think
it's a difficult one, isn't it?
Attitude. Yeah, I think from an attitude perspective, I get what you're saying, and I think that you're right. I think Ronaldo would have tried to do everything in his power, and you could see him scoring something. That's not to say that Messi didn't, but they're very different. And I think that the aura of Ronaldo is just that a little bit stronger. You saw him for Portugal, right? He can literally drag teams through it. Whereas Messi doesn't quite. They're different personalities. Completely different personalities.
That's that, and also
that's
traits,
maker.
right? Because Ronaldo in the late ends of a game, you can ping the ball in the box. Not saying you can put the ball into Messi's feet, but you can literally put the ball up there, and Ronaldo's going to leap and get something on it. So
yeah. I think I was just trying to get the stat up of how many goals have been scored from players and from the semi-finals onwards. Ronaldo was stupidly amount of goals in front. In terms of, it was like he scored like 30, 36 or 37, and the closest to him had scored, I think it was 20 or 21 from the quarterfinals onwards. It's like when it matters the most, Cristiano turns up.
Well, I mean,
he is a big game player. I mean, look at the other day against Ireland.
That second header was unbelievable as well in the 95th minute. But
yeah, no.
Big guy,
big time player, big game player. All right, I think. Go on. No, go on. What's the name?
No. People obviously putting out the memes and the tweets saying PSG thought they could take over, and then United come in and then they show Ronaldo walking out. Just saying. So, let's hope he has a massive impact. Ronaldo's here to stop it all, so we can pray.
Do you like the same as World War III, mate? Man United PSG final, 1-0, Ronaldo penalty in the 95th minute.
Imagine that.
Oh, Jesus.
That'll be the moment.
Best comeback ever from Ollie.
It's interesting, actually, because obviously PSG now, they've made a rod for their own backs because they're kind of seen as the evil in football now. Yeah. And there's not going to be many neutrals rooting for them. Obviously, a lot of neutrals are going to be interested to see how they do with, obviously, Neymar, Mbappe just about. And that's ridiculous as well. Did we talk about this? We didn't talk about this, did we? Real Madrid turning down. No,
I think we did
turning down that 190. Did we turn it? Did we talk about it?
No, I don't think we got a chance. I think we mentioned it quickly, and that was it.
That's nuts. How can they afford to turn down 189 million?
No, it was up to 200, wasn't it?
200
was
or
it
200, yeah, 200 million euros though. It was euros.
Yeah, it was 189. I think it was 189 million pounds.
Okay.
I think that's what I read. And
for 1 year.
How can they afford to turn it down? That's nuts. How are UEFA not looking into this and going, hang on a second?
Something's not quite right here.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, it is going to be interesting to see how well they gel, how they do, because they've got a ridiculously impressive team there. But United against PSG in the final, when Ronaldo scoring, a bullet header would be that'd be incredible.
Jesus.
But we can dream.
Ollie's got PSG's number, man. Don't talk about it.
Yeah, he may have PSG's number. It's everyone else, mate.
That's a good way to end. Ollie out for Rez.
I think that's. We're going to be 1-0 up in the final. Rez is like, no, Ollie out. I had enough of this shit.
Well, because you know that Fred's going to do something stupid, some silly shit.
I already know it now. It's not even near happening. I already know it. Fred will do something to fuck it.
We will see.
Well, we're sort of just dragging this shit out now, aren't we? So it's just ending
We
it
are.
here. So that does it for this week's episode of the Box Box Podcast. If you like what you listen to, or even if you don't, like I say, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our socials will be on the screen once again at the bottom. Follow them, like them, whatever you need to do. If you'd like to be on the podcast, leave a little comment below on this video, or reach out to us on any of our socials, and we'll schedule a date to get you in with us. And we'll speak to you again next time, guys.
Yeah, take
Good
care.
one. Ciao.